Good evening, folks. This is Wednesday, the 4th of March. It's evening here in the UK. The US markets have closed. Just going to have a little scan the what's going off. This is a German DAX chart on a 15-minute chart, and you can see this is a low we made on Monday. The DAX came down, actually made a new low. I don't think US markets did. I think US markets made a higher low, but you can see we came down with this new low, rallied back, slightly new high, and then we came down with this higher low, sort of like an inverse head and shoulders, not the time symmetry's not with it. Zoom back in again. So it's looking like we want to try and complete this ABCD to the upside. And if we look at that, that's going to take us up only about another 100 points from where we are right now. That'll be a nice little 3 drive pattern. If we look at this on a longer time frame, we can see that this is your 4-hour chart. I'll just clear some of this off so we can take a look at it. You can see this with a correction, and you can see it's looking like this is the ABCD, the AB swing CD. This is what we're looking at. That's going to take us up to this area. And if we look where the 382 comes in, which you can see from the high to the low, get on it right. There we are. The 382 comes in right here at the 1.128 expansion of this ABCD leg. So this is an area you want to be keeping an eye on, because this ABCD, if that's all we can do, this sets up a potential ABCD to the downside. If I draw it from the 382, if just assume it expands to 1.27, well, let's get really bullish and let's say it's going to expand to 50%. Okay. Now let's have a look where that's going to take us. We can't see, can we? 10,500. That's if we get to 50%. If we want to get to 382, it's going to take us a lot lower than that, isn't it? With all the unknowns going around at the moment, you know, if this is this is looking, you know, serious. There's people posting charts of what happened before. Usually, corrections occur in 3 waves. So this is wave 1. You can't really call that anything of a swing, really. So this is the first sort of BC swing. So you look at your AB leg. This is your B. This ABCD will be the BC swing of the whole thing, and then you're looking to drop down. So you're looking at a move down to this area, aren't you? If this is how it's going to unfold, and what can often happen is the CD leg can be much more, can expand. And if we look at that, if that expands to 1.618 of your AB leg, you can see where that's going to take us down below 10,000, isn't it? So that's your AB equals CD. 1.27 of that's going to take you below 10,000, and then that is going to take you. And then you've got to start looking back at your long-term weekly and long-term monthly charts to see actually the significance of that. You know, where it comes in. So let's have a quick look at your long-term charts and see where we are. Here's your weekly. Just clear that off because it's all gone sort of weird. Right, now if we post this on a weekly chart, we'll be able to see the extent of what could unfold here. There's your thing. There's your 382. Okay. The ABCD we were looking at, we said 50%, didn't we? Well, okay, let's assume it gets to 50%. Let's see where that is. Now, if we fade this back now, we can see exactly the significance of that. If it gets to 50%, it's going to test the low that we made in 2018. Okay, that was December 2018, if you recall. We came down for most of the year. And then we've rallied. All we've done is just take out the highs by a little bit. And you can see where we are. So the ABCD on that's going to come in. There's your 1.27. There's your 1.618. What you'd have to do when you looked at this, you'd have to go back even further, put your fib on, see where you are. So there's your low, there's your high, as you can see. That's all it's going to do is take you down to a 382 off the low we made in 2011. Simple as that, the ABCD off that. That's nothing more than just a bull market correction. Get down here, your 1.618 is going to take you towards the 50%. Fade back even more, you can see that's just off this swing in 2011. Got another low in 2009, and then that's your credit crunch, if you recall. This is the dot-com bubble sell-off back here. So, and then you just, what you do then, you measure from these price swing lows and you look for a clustering of ratios coming together. And that's where you'll find the support in these markets. So, as I said in the post earlier, keep your eye on this 382. This comes in about 12,460. If it can break through that, your next level is 12.7. There is the 447, of course, which comes in between there. I'll just put the 447 on, just so you can see where that might come in, because these markets do some crazy things. They do things you're not expecting. And a lot of people don't know about the 447, for instance, which is that one. So let's put that in, see where that comes in. For some reason, it's not coming, so why has it not drawn it in? Let's have a look, why not? Maybe because I've put on the wrong fib. I've put on that one, so maybe it shouldn't be on that one, maybe it should be on another one. There's only 3 on there, it must be on that one. Yeah, put it on there. Sorry about that, folks. It is getting late, past my bedtime. Well, cool, because there's your 447. So it could hit that if we get through, but we've got to get 382 first. Got to get to that 382 first. So this is what we've seen anyway in the German DAX. So yeah, it's looking bullish up to this, but then this is the area you've got to be keeping a close eye on. If it gets back above 13,000, then I would say the bulls are back in charge. But as it stands, I think this is just a BC swing of a bigger correction. But nobody knows what's going to happen next, folks. I just trade patterns and ratios and look at history. That's all I do. So I hope this helps you. So take care, folks, and keep your stops tight, because these markets are just crazy at the moment. So take care and good luck with your trading, folks.